Howdy y'all, welcome to Lex Lives. I think it's time to play a little... Oh yeah. A little better than wolves. Why was I facing the other way? I don't know. I don't know what my plans were at the end of last episode. I know what my plans are this episode. I gotta find diamonds. Where's my clock? That way when it gets daytime I can go out and feed my chickens. Yeah, I haven't had time to go research on automating the chickens. I just, I tried it once before, and I tried it for a while once before, and they wouldn't stay alive no matter what I did. But maybe I can figure it out at some point in the future here. Because it would be nice not to have to, manually deal with the chickens. I miss the old way. I liked... Oh man, I liked my old system where I just had a pile of chickens where the animals didn't require so much food. Now, I don't have a problem with them needing food. That's fine. But it's the amount of food that I think is crazy. It would be perfectly reasonable to me. If like, I don't know, like you had to feed them once a day or something. Maybe twice a day. But there should be like a feeding trough. Instead of this free range. Need 100 million acres of land and can't let them actually free range because the mobs will kill them. It's it's honestly been the one biggest annoying thing I gotta admit in this mod is how hard it is to deal with the animals. It's very lava bubbly around me at the moment. It's also very stingy on the diamonds. Where are your diamonds, game? should look into that too. Is there a rule on how many diamonds can spawn in any given chunk? Like, is that something I should be trying to figure out? It's so lava bubbly here. Oh, I'm under a lava. Okay. That would be why it's so lava bubbly. I'm under a lava. Yeah. I'm under a lava lake, I mean. I'm under a lava. A lava what? A lava lamp. There's definitely a lava lamp right there. Alright. Let's go see about feeding some chickens. And we'll come back and see about this lava lake. See what's going on in there. Not much going on in there. My headset must be up high because the animals to my right, the mobs to my right are so loud. Just hear spiders. Yeah, I don't, I'm not sure what the deal is, but some of my applications are like super quiet, and then other applications are super loud. I'm like, I don't know what the deal is. You're all on the same volume. Like, I hear you, doggos. Someone's just clicking away back there. I'm not sure what that is. All right, chickens, we ready to try this? Looks like I better make some chicken food after this. Everybody got it? All right. Maybe when I get these eggs, I can do some experiments with the chicks in the next pen. You guys are so spread out now. But hey, I'm not so worried about you dying, so that's good. Because before I was pretty certain you were going to die from lack of grass. Okay. Let's try this pen. This isn't a pen. Let's try this field. Yep, we got plenty of seeds. Plenty of seeds. And the other day I came in here. I don't remember if that was on camera or not. And every single one of the watermelons had landed where it was supposed to. Instead of doing this nonsense. Where it kills the plant. And yeah, it is nonsense. Because that doesn't happen in real life. I'm sure it does on a rare occasion. I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to think how that could even happen in real life. I don't know that it could. I mean, I'm sure it could. I just think it would be such a rare occasion. I need bone meal. You got some bone meal? I need a lot of bone meal. Okay, what button opens my inventory? Ooh. Oh, I expected that to be 2 piles. It was not. Dang it. Nope, that's not what I'm doing. I'm gonna have to go get some more seeds. I want to make a bunch of feed here. Yeah, so I've been playing Tectonica, and tab is the inventory for Tectonica. And then a lot of games that I play, I set the inventory button as B for bags. There's a whole convoluted reasoning. It's not convoluted, I guess, but as I've mentioned on multiple occasions, I have a gaming keyboard, an additional gaming keyboard that I don't even know if they. Maybe you could hunt one down, but it's called like the Wolf Claw, and I've had it for years. Like, I don't understand how it's not broken at this point. I've had it so long. I've gone through 4 regular keyboards, and I barely use my regular keyboards. But I constantly am using my Wolf Claw, and initially, I want to say it was called the Wolf King. Initially, I had one called the Wolf King that I didn't. Oh yeah, I should probably break these into seeds before I get all crazy here. Um, it it was a keyboard, and then it didn't have the number section on it, the numpad. Instead, what it did was on the left side of the keyboard, it had a circle of keys. I forget how much of the keyboard it duplicates, but it basically reshapes in a circle I mean, the keys aren't circular, but the like a bunch of the keys are set up like a numpad, and then in a half circle or an arc above that are like all the number keys, all the function keys, and stuff like that. But they're not the number keys; they're keys from the keyboard itself. And so I I really like it. So it's got like your WASD. It's got your space bar. It's got your escape. It's got volume controls. It's got all that kind of stuff. And so I really like it. And I've used it for years, like I said. But it doesn't have all the keys that are normally used in games. And so I often have to move some keys around. And sometimes it makes it difficult because there's not enough keys for everything. Okay. So that's all the seeds I've got right now. So now I want to go get some bones. Well, let me unload the food here, and then we'll get some bones to get grinding for more bone meal. Yeah, so then when that keyboard wore out, not broke, wore out. When I said broke, I meant wear out. I'm not a smash your keyboard kind of person. But you know, some of the keys you use a lot, like control and shift, will stop working, and yep, bones, dude, you're getting bones. Or sometimes just like random letters that you barely use will just be like, nope, I'm done. You've pushed on me 5 times now. I'm done. And then you gotta get a new keyboard, and so I don't really like anything fancy with my keyboard. I had a keyboard. Man, this is such a weird tangent just to talk about keyboards. But well, let's finish why I have to use B. It's just because I isn't on the keyboard. I and V are like 2 of the most commonly used keys in video games that are not on this extra keyboard. I is used for inventory. V is used for like everything. Swap type of ammo in your guns, to change the camera views, things like that. And it's used all the time. And so it's bizarre to me that those 2 keys did not make it on a gaming keyboard. So I usually switch inventory to B for bags. I don't worry about view most of the time. Nope, I need to do this. Right click. And I brought back too many bones. Nope. Switch is right here. Don't know why I thought it was out there. So I should be able to set up something like this, right? For the chickens. I think. But I need some regular chickens to experiment with that aren't my main chickens, because I'm not gonna lose my main chickens to experiments that don't work. Anyways, so I did have a regular keyboard that I absolutely loved at one point, and It was, dude, it was so long ago. It was Windows 98 was when I had that keyboard. Windows 98. Because when I moved up from Windows 98, there's a reason why I know when I stopped using this keyboard. When I moved up from, oh, what did I do? Somebody can't count two. Look at that. That's crazy. Uh, when I switched from Windows 98 to Windows XP, I um there's been a few times. I don't remember if that was one of those times. There's been a few times where I like to put together my own systems, and so I will often. My very first computer is the only computer that I didn't have some part of putting it together. And I had like I purchased a kit one time where it just all came, not all of it, but you get like the case, and the motherboard was already in the case, and it came with like, they weren't installed, but it came with like the hard drive, and then you just had to buy like the processor and the RAM separate, and then it was basically good to go. Well, not good to go. You had to put it together, but other than that, I did that once, and then after that, I just bought all the pieces individually. But I when Windows XP came out was right about the time they introduced the first 64-bit processor. And so there was like this there was a version of Windows XP that was 64-bit. But the trick is that you can't use 32-bit drivers with your shoot, I get my eggs. You can't use 32-bit drivers with 64-bit operating system. And so the keyboard was this Windows Media keyboard by Microsoft. I loved it, man. I loved it. It had all the buttons that you click to open up your different applications. It had the sound controls were right on it and all that stuff. I don't remember why I even had it, because it seems to me it was rather expensive when I got it. For to me, for a keyboard, I know mechanical keyboards can be really expensive, but I'm not a big fan of mechanical keyboards, which is probably why my keyboards wear out. Uh, and did I? Yeah, I've got room. Okay. And so when Windows 64-bit came out, they didn't have any drivers for the keyboard, and they never did. They never did. That was crazy to me. And so that was my favorite keyboard ever. Um, which is weird. It's weird, I think, to have a favorite keyboard, but just the keys were so nice and responsive and quiet, and it had all those controls on it that I really like. Now I don't care, but yeah. And then, like I said, I switched from Windows 98 to 64-bit XP, which almost felt like a beta version of Windows XP that never came out of beta, because like it didn't patch as often as regular XP, and but yeah, and it didn't have drivers for everything, which was like, I remember I remember having to hunt down. I bought a. I bought a. Oh, is that the one? I'm pretty sure I bought when Wi-Fi first came out. Oh, that was your leg, not an egg. When Wi-Fi first came out, um, I bought a kit that came with two Wi-Fi adapters and access point to hook my computers together. And why is there chicken running around out here? How's there chicken running around out here? Oh, did you jump up here? That's so weird. I've never had one do that before. You're not supposed to come up this way. You're supposed to go down there and die. Now, where'd that chicken go? I lost the chicken. You saw that chicken? Did he follow me up the stairs and go in the pen? Do I have too many chickens in here now? But I have not enough chickens in here now. I don't understand what is up with that chicken. So I do have some chickens up here I could experiment with. Also, they really destroyed this place. Wow, did they eat a lot of the grass. Alright, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna get a chicken over here. Okay, there we go. We got chicken over there for experimental purposes. And then the rest of my chickens can go over here where they belong. And then next time, I can experiment with the chickens. Shoot, I should have had some seeds on me. I go get some seeds so I can lead the chickens away. But yeah, anyways, so after that keyboard broke, I don't know if that was when I got the wolf king. But it was sometime after that. And then I didn't like because the I used to use the keyboard way more than I use it now. I do a little bit of typing for work, but you know, back in the day I used to do a lot of typing for work. And all that typing. Ooh, I didn't want to fall all the way down. Would lead to dead keyboards. Okay, guys, now I need you to come with me. No, what are you doing? You can't go with them. You want to come with me. Sort of zombie. You washed away. All right, let's go check how this is doing. So anyway, so yeah, that's why I'm gonna bounce in there. 9. Ooh. 10. I think that might be the most feathers I've ever had in this game. 10 all at once. Might even have more than that, to be fair. I might have some back in here. Well, like I said, I want to experiment with the chickens. So we can't automate that a bit. Feathers. Oh, I've got 16 in here. Okay, so I've got 26 feathers. Woo. That's 26 arrows. That's awesome. Surprise! Alright, with that, be brave the small things, lean to the light, and I will talk to you later.